Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video we'll be doing the unboxing and have a first look at this Asus Zenfone 3. And Asus has launched a lot of Zenfone 3s, and this is sort of the mid-range model. This is having a 5.5-inch screen, and it comes with the Snapdragon 625 chipset. And this is sold in India for 28,000. There is also another variant that comes with 5.2-inch screen that comes with 3 gigabytes of RAM. This one is supposed to have 4 gigabytes of RAM, and the 5.2-inch model will be priced at about 22,000. Again, these are sold in India via Flipkart. I'll have the links in the show notes so that you can check it out. And by the way, guys, this is a review unit, and this is in gold color. So we'll come back to the handset a bit later. And regarding the pricing, yeah, Asus has gone sort of crazy, I would say. But let's see, because some of you have asked me to review this. I just didn't want to review the higher end model. That's about more than 60,000. Doesn't make any sense. So SIM ejector tool, and if we have a user guide and stuff, boring stuff, let's put this on the side. We have a cable. Now it's USB Type-C that we are getting with the Zenfone. So USB Type-C cable. We also get in-ear style headphones. So that's nice. So Asus is giving that extra ear tips. And let's look at the charger. Asus branded again. Let's see if you can read this. It's really tiny. It's a 5 volt 2 amp charger. So just a normal charger, not a fast charger or anything like that. So let me keep these things to the side and let's look at this handset itself. Again, this is in the gold color, and let me try to peel this off. So a complete departure. It's glass and metal like the Samsung what do you say, Galaxy S7 that we have seen. So this is also now glass at the back. We have a fingerprint scanner again, obviously, and right away, guys, I have to tell you, it's a slippery phone like the Galaxy S7. I told you that was a slippery phone, and this also feels pretty slippery and pretty glossy, as you can see. So again, it's a love or hate relationship with the glass phones. So ideally, I would say get a case if you're planning to buy it, because glass on both the sides, it's just a disaster waiting to happen. Anyways, let me give you a physical overview first. On the top, we have the 3.5mm headphone jack, and we have a secondary noise cancellation microphone. So we don't have any IR blaster. Some people were saying that it has IR blaster, but I don't see any IR blaster on this port over here. Anyways, we have the volume rockers and the power on off button, and these are made up of metal, so gives a good feel, I would say. In terms of build quality, it feels nice. Just one speaker at the bottom, USB Type-C port, main microphone, and on this end the SIM slot. Again, it's a dual SIM hybrid, so you can use the second SIM with the micro SD card, but this model comes with 64 gigabytes of internal storage, and it does support micro SD card. So regarding storage, it shouldn't be a problem. And it is having a 5.5-inch screen, and by the time it actually boots up and I set it up, let me give you a configuration overview. This Zenfone 3 is powered by the Snapdragon 625 chipset. Basically, it's a octa-core based on the ARM Cortex A53. Moving to the GPU, it has the Adreno 506 GPU. The model that we have comes with 4 gigabytes of RAM with 64 gigabytes of internal storage, a 5.5-inch 1080p screen. Moving to the camera, it has a 16 megapixel rear-facing camera with laser autofocus assist and optical image stabilization. Moving to the front-facing camera, it's an 8 megapixel shooter. It also has a fingerprint scanner and a 3000 mAh battery. And I was just setting up the Wi-Fi. Good thing is that it has support for both the 2.4 gigahertz as well as the 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi band. And I'm just going to set up the fingerprint scanner. It has a fingerprint scanner here on the back, and it says just to tap, and it gives haptic feedback when we are tapping. So the fingerprint scanner is also set, and we can add more fingers if we want. And we are also getting 100 gigabytes of Google Drive. With this, you can claim this offer. And the setup is almost done. It says discover and install popular Asus apps. I don't want to do that, so I'll just skip it. But if you press continue, it will install that. And I'm going to skip that. And so this is the first boot for this device. And it says swipe down to launch quick find. So that's a new thing. So you can just use this for the search. And again, it's running on the ASUS own UI, that is the Zen UI. Again, this is similar to the earlier versions of the Zen UI. Again, one thing I'm noticing is still these buttons are not backlit, which is sort of disappointing. They were also not backlit in earlier versions of Zenfone. Here also it's not backlit. So again, this is the quick layout. You can edit this. Let's go to the settings. Again, obviously it has auto brightness sensor. And for a 5.5 inch screen, guys, it feels light, I would say, to hold. It's not heavy. And if we go to about, it's running on the Android version 6.0.1. And now as these Zenphones are running on Qualcomm chipsets, the update should be technically faster. And so this is what it is. And let's look at the, what do you say, storage. How much storage do we get? And here is the storage tab. And out of that 64 gigabytes, you get about 52 gigabytes of space that is left. Again, you can use the second SIM slot with the SD card if you would like. So again, regarding storage, you shouldn't have a problem in my opinion. So let's just go back. Again, very typical Zen UI layout that we have seen on earlier devices. Don't see a lot of difference. We can switch on the LED notification light if we want, so that is there. And we can also adjust the screen temperature to whatever you want, for example, cold or whatever. So that option is still there. And it says Zen S camera app is ready. So it's sort of installing some apps in the background. So again, a lot of junkware is there, as you can see. Let's see if I can uninstall this. Let's hold this and remove. So yeah, you can install some of the junkware, for example, the SimCity. I don't want it. Yeah, so it's allowing, but there is still some junkware. That's the problem with almost any Zenfone. They install a lot of junkware by default. So here also we don't have an so Gmail, yeah, I didn't set up my Google account yet. I'll do that later. As of now, I would say it's fluid. It's running on the Snapdragon 625 chipset. I have to really test it with heavy use and gaming to see if it exhibits any heating issues like the Snapdragon 615 did. I will definitely try to do that. ASUS was touting a lot regarding the camera. So let's quickly also have a look at the camera interface. And before that, let me show you the fingerprint. I had already set that up. So let's try to unlock it. So as you can see, you tap in. And it doesn't give any haptic feedback. You just tap in and it just unlocks like this. So it's fairly quick. Let's now look at the camera. So this is the camera app. Again, ASUS camera app is really rich, but earlier ASUS cameras were very average in performance and subpar, I would say. But let's look at this one. We have the manual mode, HDR and stuff. Let's see what it does in the default auto mode. I don't want to use the manual modes. Focusing is fast thanks to that laser autofocus. So these are some of the sample pictures that I shot with the Zenfone 3, and for the most part I would say the pictures are good. It takes the pictures by default in the auto HDR mode, and these are some of the samples that I took in my office, and for the most part the pictures look to be decent, I would say. Front facing camera is also decent, but the beautification even at off, it smoothens the pictures. Let's look at the video resolutions that is offered. If we go to the video, it's full HD, that's 1080p, and it does support 4K video also. It has optical image stabilization, but again, I'll test, as you can see, video stabilization is on. But again, I will be testing the camera a lot more, because that's one thing that ASUS is touting a lot. And I hope the camera is spectacular. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense to purchase this device, because we have the OnePlus 3 that is also available for 28,000. And this one comes with a more powerful processor. That's the Snapdragon 820 chipset. So guys, that's it for now for this unboxing and overview of this ASUS Zenfone 3. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video.